Hi, how you doing? My name's Angela McCall. I just thought I'd jump on a video real quickly to talk to you about my whole MK Slider Square project idea. Okay, so if you haven't been on my website and you don't know anything about me, my name's Angela McCall. I've lived in Milton Keynes for the last 10 years. Traditionally, I trained as a software engineer, then sort of basically spent my life working in the freelance industry, building websites, coding them from the ground up, long before the millennium bug came along. And I've been doing this for about 25 years, but my coding skills are becoming more and more rusty because life in the world of websites were becoming more and more point and click. And so about 18 months ago, I decided to start dabbling in Lua, which is a programming language that supports things like Roblox or mobile app game development. And part of my business's journey in 2021 is that I want to release a whole bunch of small point and click puzzle games. I've always been a big puzzler. I love these kind of little brain teaser type boredom busting games. And one of those basically involved a slide a square puzzle. Okay, so at the moment, whilst I record this video, my Slider Square puzzle, the first of its kind, is on its way at the moment to the various 3 different app stores. But whilst that is waiting for their various approvals, it suddenly dawned on me that the hard work of the app design and coding has been done, and with a little bit of imagination, it wouldn't take much effort to tweak out or swap out those 100 sort of stock images and replace them with images of Milton Keynes. Now, if I'm honest, my partner is a photographer, that between us, the two of us could go around Milton Keynes a couple of days, taking photos here, there and everywhere, and we could definitely supply and stock up this app. But that's not really what my idea was all about. What I want to do is give something kind of to the community and a little bit of exposure and basically have a little bit of fun. So I thought it would be nice to open up the doors to photographers, amateur or professional, it doesn't matter, who wants to basically submit their photos or donate their photos, I should say, to this project. Now, I'm going to get realistic. This is not going to be a huge money-making scheme. Yes, it is going to be monetized. Yes, I am going to give you the opportunity to earn some commission through the number of photos that you supply and we use, but this is not going to be ground earth shatteringly like making you a millionaire overnight. Okay, I want to get real. So in order to do that, I'm going to jump onto my website page where I've got my point and click puzzle games site up here loaded. I'm not going to go through this word for word right now on the video. You can read it in your own time, but essentially I'll outline some of the opportunities, the reason why I'm designing this project, what's in it for you. It's all about exposure, having something fun and quirky to talk about. The more mouths talking about this little project, the more we're all going to benefit, that kind of thing. And then a little bit of information there about the usage of your photos and how they will need to remain in use for the lifetime of the app, which, by the way, I am aiming it to be at least a minimum of 3 years. So every time the operating systems like iOS or Android do an update to their devices, I need to make sure that the app remains compatible and still works with that latest technology. So I will have a bit of admin maintenance to do on the back end of the app during its lifetime, unlike yourselves that once you've donated the photo and I've sliced it up and used it, you don't really ever need to do anything else again. So I just thought I'd point that out. What we have got down here is a section now on the 2 different ways the app will earn money. The first way is through app sales, whereby the app will be sold for 99p. Now I want to get real here, which is why I've given this example down here. There's 100 photos and by the time the government have taken their 20% VAT and the app stores have taken their 30% commission, the amount of money or profit left in the app per sale is going to be pennies, and that will be divided 50% to my business for maintaining this and managing the project, and 50% split on a ratio based on the number of photos you particularly supply and we use in this as a photographer, or a community of photographers, I should say, within this project. So if we only use one of your photos and we were to sell 100 apps, or versions of this app, that means you'd earn a grand total of 30p commission. Like I told you, this is not going to be a shatteringly money making scheme. The idea is purely to get exposure for your business, our business, and have us all have something little quirky and fun to talk about. So it's up to you what you want to do. I am going to give you the ability to donate that commission to a local Milton Keynes charity if that's something you want to do. But I just thought, whilst I've already built the technology and I'm already going through this process, it's really not going to take much more effort just to sort of give something back to the local community and have something fun for our local area. The other way that we will earn money is that there will be adverts placed on or in strategic places within the app, but that's one of those unknown parameters that's really hard to explain because we don't know what companies are going to advertise, we don't know what they're willing to pay, we don't know what the cost per click will actually end up resulting in. The cost per clicks are actually calculated per 1,000, and realistically, you know, for 1,000 people clicking on adverts, we'd be lucky to earn £1, and then that pound has got to be divided down between the VAT for the government, the commission for the app stores, and then any profits remaining between us as a community of photographers getting the 50% of the profit and 50% from McCall Media, which is my business, my legal name, as it were. So realistically, this is not going to be about making money, but what I have got and what I do intend to do is change this page to make sure that you guys get some exposure and publicity as and when the project has gone live. Obviously, it's designed at the moment to help you guys understand what's involved in order to be part of this project, but it will be updated to then list all the photographers and the levels that their photos are on. Now, if I walk you through the game itself, okay, you see a little splash screen that lasts for 3 seconds. You get to a big old play button and then you're instantly into the game. So what you've got here is a grid for 3x3, but there is 25 different images needed at 4x4, 25 different images at 5x5, and 25 images at 6x6, meaning there's 100 images in total. And when you click on the first one, you can see here, this is the 3x3 grid. You've got the preview button to see what the final image should be, and then you just basically, you slide your image around the screen until you're able to complete the picture. As you complete the picture, it will come up with this overlay image called level completed, and this will be altered to give you a little thank you very much for donating your image photo from and a photographer name, and then it will also have a little button down here so that you can also navigate on out to your website. So just to give you a demo on how that would work, there's the website button for this particular site, and as you can see, when you click on it, it opens up in a new browser. Now obviously I'm working this on a computer, but the exact same thing will happen on a mobile phone or a tablet device, and that's basically it. So the idea is here you've got various different screens. We'll change the about screen to include a mention of the project and as well as links back to this page, and I'll obviously update the logo a little bit here to make it more Milton Keynes orientated, maybe add some cows or something quirky. But the idea is we're all part of something a little bit fun, a little bit quirky, a little bit unique, because there's nobody else in this area or other areas actually that I am aware of doing something like this, and I just thought it would be a nice way of everybody getting a little bit of a win-win. And if you get some money and that's what you want, that's great. If you want me to donate it to charity on your behalf, that's also fine. And I just thought it would give us all something a little bit quirky to talk about. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you want to be part of this little MK Slider Square project, and I will answer any of your questions or queries. You just need to email me hello@pointandclickpuzzle.games, or use the information that's on this website, or obviously put your photo submissions in the form at the bottom of this page.